At this moment, I'm on my way to the Alfresco Ghost Coffee located at the Marikina Infanta Highway, also known as the Marcos Highway. So it's in Antipolo, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, I had to take a Grab because I didn't know how to go there by commute. So I had to spend a lot. And because that was like 11 a.m. when I arrived, I ordered meal for my brunch. So to get me hyped up for the readings that I have to finish for the day, which if I could recall, I had like 20 readings lined up. But yeah, so I have to finish them all in one day because I have a packed schedule and I have to finish one by one. At this point, I think I was reading the first reading material that I have planned for the day. And afterwards, I take a short break. I use the pomodoro.io, pomofocus.io, I'm sorry. So it's a website that helps you finish tasks little by little by using the Pomodoro method. 25, 5, 15 time breaks. I rarely go to cafes pre-pandemic, but because of the pandemic, I'm having a hard time studying at home. I don't have a space, really a personal space, a conducive one. So I have to, for like once or twice a month, I had to spend or to save up money for study lounges or cafes. So I really have to spend money the right way. It's really difficult to save, mainly because I don't have a consistent source of fund. So yeah, with the help of my sidelines, I get to save up a bit. And really, I actually collect work also, just so I could spend the day at the cafes without regretting for example, this day I really scheduled the readings that I have to read and the tasks that I have to finish for the day, little by little. So it's really important, as for me, at least for me, to break down tasks and also try to be productive as possible with the help of timers. So I use the Pomodoro technique because that's what is working for me. So I don't know what works for others, but this timer really works for me. It helps me finish, like for example, for 25 minutes, I could finish 6 to 7 pages. Also, I remember when it was pre-pandemic, I don't go to cafes, but I spend my time in libraries, at least an hour or two. And then when it's really exam time or I have paperworks to do, I go to study lounge, not really cafes per se. So study lounge pre-pandemic is a 24-hour conducive spaces for students and workers or employees alike, office workers, freelancers. So yeah, I really miss the environment that study hubs have. And also I had this space that I go to every time there's an exam and I have to study hard, I have to focus, I have to study hard as well. So it's called the Orange Desk at España. It's located at the Amoyan building. And then I think it's just 70 pesos per hour or per 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So it's really cheap. It's really student friendly, budget friendly, and yeah. So I really miss those things. So right now it's difficult to adjust. Especially I'm not a home person when it comes to studying. I really can't concentrate so much here. It feels like my focus is compromised, that I could do more, but I just couldn't. Of course, it's important to really be resourceful, especially during these times. Resourceful in the sense that, for example, when it comes to conducive spaces at home, wherever you are, it's important to really look for a space for now, at least. So, um, whenever you, or like, for example, as for me, I live in an office, my mom's office, so it's really difficult to like find a permanent space, a conducive one. I have problems with my own space. I just couldn't really focus that well, so it really interrupts with my productivity, yeah, and my mindset as well. But it's also important to counter these issues when it comes to focus. But it's really difficult at times to just do it yourself and not having the right resources as well. So what I do is, I think I'm really privileged to actually have a space to study, but at the same time it doesn't mean that it's effective as well. So I have a space, but what it does is just to accompany me. So like I have a space that I occupy, but it doesn't really help so much with how I concentrate so the whole point of this is not for you to spend money outside. It's really not that commendable as well, but to find out what works for you, especially during these times. I also recommend you guys to read articles or watch videos regarding the online setup strategies that you could take or possibly adapt, especially those psychological research about the online setup and what are the things that you need to do. And also, it takes a lot of experimenting, patience to actually know what works for you, and just don't be tired of doing it. Keep on striving to find your niche, and eventually you'll find it. You'll know what works for you and what not. So in the meantime, you may opt to do the things that you're doing as of the moment, and take baby steps. So one step at a time. Don't forget to break down tasks. If scheduling doesn't work for you, then go for the task strategy. So break down tasks if you need to, and have a mindset that could help you for the day. So yeah, good luck and